Hi everyone, thanks for visiting this page one more time. On the last video we talked about my background, my education and the rest of it. Today we're going to be talking about my work experience. I started working, as I stated earlier, in the year 2000, first with Command Secondary School and then moved on to the Central Bank of Nigeria. After the completion of my NYSC, I started my own trading company, Alcautar, where I basically go to Benin Republic and I'll buy goods, things that I needed in Nigeria, and then I will resell them. I did that between 2000 and 2001, and of course, in between applying for formal positions with new generation banks. That was the time that Guarantee Trust Bank, Zenith Bank, and a lot of them were coming on board. Of course, they've started operations a few years earlier, but it was very hot. A lot of young graduates want to work with them. I also kind of interviewed with some of these companies. Besides that, so I did, working for myself, making money, buying things like used tires from Benin Republic and some few household items to resell back in Ilani. That the gig was pretty good. Made some decent amount of money doing that. Eventually, in 2001, I left Nigeria for the United States in pursuit of higher degrees. And when I landed in the United States, though I already knew the cost of higher degrees in America was high, but then the cost of living and everything else, so I had to kind of put that on hold for a few years. I worked with young brands and worked my way up from hourly manager to assistant manager to general manager and a multi-brand general manager. And in between, I was able to do my master's. I'm very grateful to Young Brands for paying half of my tuition. Eventually, when I obtained my master's, I resigned and left the United States to move back to Nigeria. And while I was in it, so all of this happened between the year 2001 to 2010. And I moved back to Nigeria in 2010, and I volunteered at the Kwara State University. I also ran for office, House of Representatives to be precise, Ilorin West and Asa local government under the People's Democratic Party. It was an unsuccessful bid. However, I was nominated to serve in President Jonathan's Presidential Campaign Council by my mentor, Alhaji Abubakar Kaubara J, CON. And I resumed that office as an assistant director of research. I was working with Mr. Michael Mary, who headed the research department for the Presidential Campaign Council. We had a successful campaign, and the president was re-elected. After the campaign, I moved to Wadata Plaza, PDP Headquarters, to work with my mentor, Alhaji Abubakar Kaubara J. Then he was the National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party. So I worked with him as a special assistant. Eventually, Alhaji Baraje was appointed acting national chairman, and I was also appointed as a special assistant to the acting national chairman. All of this happened between 2011 to 2012. It was our administration under the leadership of Alhaji Abubakar Kaubara J that conducted the convention that brought in Alhaji Bamanga Tukoro. Thank you.